Kal Ahal YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI Barakata YAHAWAH Barakata YAHAWASHI Barakata YAHAWAH Barakata YAHAWASHI Barakata YAHAWAH Barakata YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstones. Peace and salutation to all the archim out there that's pushing this truth, risking their life and being humiliated. Alright, so YAHAWASHI said we must pick up our cross and we must deny ourselves and follow him. Being humiliated, right, means to have ourselves open up the death deal and being also suffer with him, okay, because before he died he suffered, all right, he died a death that day for all of us, mainly for his elect, all right, and for all Israel. Now I'm doing this quick lesson is I think it's about 2 parts. I name it, Behold, the last days cometh. Okay? So we can hit it off. We can start off at Luke 21, verse 8. Alright? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. Right. So, as you can see, he said, many shall come in his name, saying they are Christ. Right. And we have people in the days world saying that they are Christ. That they are the Messiah. Right. When you watch TV and things, you see that all around the world. Especially these televangelists. A lot of them say they is Christ. They have people fooled. And that's what he said. Go ye not therefore after them. All right. That's what he said. Go ye therefore not after them. Okay. So let's go to Matthew 24, 4 and 5. Okay. Matthew 24, verse 4 and 5. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 4 and 5. And YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Alright? And just as we read in Luke 21 and 8. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Alright? And that's what is happening today. Many of them are being programmed by these pastors. Especially these televangelists. Okay? So let's go back to Luke 21 and 8. Alright? Pick up verse 9. Pick up verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass. But the end is not by and by. Right? Verse 10. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? So eventually, that's what would happen. Cuba will bomb America, and so on as Russia, England and all them. See, so you see nations will be rising against nations. Okay, and now you can see when you watch TV around the world, you see ISIS them carrying on bad, right? Then you see Russia, and then you see these other nations them and thing too, But all them and the Chinese, all them can come together and they can bomb America, which is Babylon, the great whore, right? So you can see that is coming, right? So let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 7. Okay. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. Right. And as we can see now, you have these things going on right now as I speak. These things going on right now. You see the famine that's going on in I think one of those Spanish speaking country. I think it's Guatemala or one of them over there. All right. They have it right now all over the news that people on the streets, they have it, whereas they taking the rejected food with garbage, and they eating. So these things is happening right now. All right. So let's go back to Luke 21, and we'll pick it up at 12. Okay. But before all these, this is Yahawashi saying, before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And this is the elect who he's talking about. You see, 1/3 of Israel. Right? You see, this is exactly who he's talking to. This is exactly who this is addressed to. All right? His elect. Okay? So let's go to Mark 13 and 9. All right? We'll go to Mark 13 and 9. Okay? But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to consuls, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony is against them. All right? So we see the same thing in Luke 21 and 12. All right? And this is just a quick precept proven to you. You see? That's what he said. So let's go to this other precept. We go to Revelation 2 and 10. Okay? Revelation 2 and 10. Alright? And we can see basically the same thing. Fear none of those things which shall suffer. But behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Right? And that's talking about the elect. He's talking to the whole nation of Israel, but that part he's talking about the elect. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? So he's telling the elect, like, yeah, suffer. You should go through these tribulation and suffer unto death. Be faithful unto death. And I will give you the crown of life. All right? That means, like, take up the cross and follow him. Suffer with him. Deny yourself. That's what he's saying. So let's go back to Luke chapter 21. And we'll hit it off at 13. And it shall turn you for a testimony, turn you for a salvation. All right? Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. All right? What you shall answer. Okay? So verse 15. This is what he said. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And gainsay means to speak against, and resist means to oppose. All right? So let's get a quick precept to that. Or let's go to this voice anyhow, and I can show you this what these words means. Okay, because when we read the Bible, you have to read with understanding. All right. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or resist. All right. So let's look at the word gainsay. G47:1. All right. To speak against. You hear that? So what he's saying, your adversaries shall not be able to speak against nor resist. nor oppose. All right. So we see that. So let's go back to Luke 21, and we laid off at 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to put to death. Right. Some of those will cause us to get put to death. And YAHAWASHI came into the world to save everybody, like everybody think. See, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So the so-called churches and the pastors, they teaching that God love everybody. And everybody will be saved. So let's go to Matthew 10, 34 and 35. Okay. Matthew chapter 10. We go to 34 and 35. All right. This is what YAHAWASHI say. For 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. You hear that? He came to send a sword on earth. Not peace. Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Alright? So that's what he come to do. See? He didn't come to save the whole world. He come to save the world of Israel. Mainly he come to gather his elect. Alright?